Hi Robert, Phil Beever here from the Wilderness Club. Quick recap on our lesson yesterday on the short game. If we just run through a couple of bits here, I want to keep it really simple for you as we run through your swing. For me, the very first move away is a little hinge. Those hands just tend to hinge the club a little bit so it sets. That just makes the shaft a little bit steeper, which in some shots would be good, but the majority it's just very hard to time. Coming down through the ball, here we're going to see very little leg and chest action. Hands are trying to stay ahead, which they've just about done, coming into impact, but you're going to see very quickly the club head now passes the hands very fast throughout the shot. So you're sort of a scooping action with the right hand, which is fine when the lies are great, but when the lies are not so good, tight lies, you're going to really struggle with that. And we saw that when you had a tight lie over a bunker, you sort of thinned it or hit it fat and got away with it slightly. So look at this action here. We can see the hands or the club head has passed the hands quite quickly. And the top half and bottom half hasn't really cleared. If we look at the guy here on the right, you'll see he's very wooden as he takes the club away. And then as he turns through, you can see really, it keeps him hands lovely and ahead of the ball at that frame there. And then you're going to still see the hands staying ahead of the golf shaft, even all the way to this point. Now if we look at yours at that same frame, we can see, look at the shaft, it's really gone past the hands quite a lot. So we're trying to keep the hands out of it as quietly as we can, and then you'll be able to turn onto it better. The feeling for that, Robert, is we put a stick down the shaft, that just got your body, chest and legs to clearing and turning better for me. We can see here with your setup, you tend to have your feet quite open, stand pretty square, that's sort of the modern trend these days. And your posture, you can see your top half is slightly bent over too much. So I would like to see your feet closer together and more in line. I would like to see your weight on your left side, ball in the middle for most of your shots. Ball position only needs to go front when you're trying to spin it, and ball goes back on really bad lies, really tight lies or nasty downhill lies. Ball has to go back, and then we just have to compromise on the ball flight when it does that. And then from there, keep it really wooden, push away with the shoulders and chest, and then turn through and gather the ball. You'll clip it really nicely, loads of spin. It'll come out a little bit lower than normal, but keep the chest moving. It's really got to turn around. We don't want the chest stopping and the hands doing a lot. We want to keep the hands passive and the chest doing a lot. So that's the motion we want to work on. Work on that for me, Robert. Do them drills in the garden, that sort of stepping stone drill where you start with one shot here, you chip it to this second one, and then you try and chip wherever that ball landed. It will probably finish up here. We try and chip this ball back onto that one. So there's a little stepping stone, and then there's the other drill of, I said, put a towel out from a couple of yards away, chip a lob wedge, sand and pitch 3 balls. If all 3 land on it, move the towel another 5 yards, and then try and chip all 3 and land on there. And you could work your way up to see how far you can get. Doing that in a time frame, give yourself half an hour or something to do that, or you could do that if you miss at level 2, one of the shots, you have to come back to level 1, and then you can work your way up and see how far you can get. Hope that all makes sense, Robert. Any problems, give us a shout.